1982's Superstition. Now this one blends a few different subgenres of horror. I'd say witchcraft, haunted house, and a product of the era, slasher. You get awesome gory death scenes, and let's set the scene for you. It's this town, and there's this old house where a bunch of calamities happen, and it's basically the place where the local teenage couples go to make out and the local stoners go to get baked. And the opening scene's amazing with this great like microwave inside the microwave, evil laugh style. And then this torso gets ripped apart when this kid's trying to leave the house. So the whole opening scene just has a lot to live up to, and pretty much after that it's not that amazing, because I'll get into it. Basically the house and the property, there's also a pond in the back where people have drowned in the past, and then and I guess like the local priests like own the property and they're trying to renovate it, and the cops like want them to do something with it because it's old and decrepit, so they're gonna renovate it so that teenagers stop going there and getting killed and people stop drowning in the back. We find out that back in the late 1690s there's a lot of plots like this where a witch got burnt at the stake, crucified, and she fell into the pond and cursed the whole property and the whole town from that moment on. That type of thing. Devonsville Terror style, Devil's Reign style, 1975. And what do you think happens? Her spirit curses the place and devilry ensues inside the house. And we follow the priest move in, this priest and his family, so the main cast that it follows is pretty boring beyond that, and the priests are really in denial the whole movie, so it makes for not that interesting characters and situations, except for one guy who's in the basement like reading the books of the logs of what happened on the property before. But the only really thing creative is the deaths, the gory deaths. There's like Final Destination style gory deaths, where this saw will go off the blade and it like runs into this priest's heart. It's pretty crazy. They really go over the top. Not over the top to the point where it's cheesy, but it really works well. Other than that, like I was saying, the cast isn't that interesting to follow. And they have the creepy old lady who knows all the history about that house, and there's like 15 body count deaths in this. It's pretty crazy. Then it gets towards the ending and it's like the house is like blowing up. I'm not going to ruin it for you, the very ending or anything. But the house just starts blowing up from the inside, and the guy's like to his daughter or something like, "You got the keys to the car?" And you're like, "Yeah, she's got the keys to the car. She's in her freaking nightgown and fucking underwear." Like it was a nightgown top, and she's like, "Yeah, I got the keys." She goes out. I mean, the whole thing really isn't that special. I mean, I think a lot of people like it. Actually, it's rather obscure. I think because it's really not defined in one genre. It really isn't a pure witchcraft movie or a pure slasher movie, per se. So that's why it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And the tagline for it, Superstition. You'll believe it just before you die. And then there's another good one, I think, where they say, oh, I didn't write it down, so I can't say it. Anyway, this one bitch also gets staked in the head, and it's like an insane prop scene. So, just on its props alone, I give it a C-. And this was the Horror Movie Marathon, Fall 2013, JBM. Hope you enjoyed it. Click on the channel for other reviews that I've uploaded this month of October, and thanks for watching. I'm out.